Back in December of 2002, Claire and Andy Burnett decided to embark on a sweet adventure away from their previous corporate roles. Chococo was born, one of the UK's first artisan chocolatiers. With a focus on quality, traceability, and a commitment to minimising the environmental impact, Chococo has grown from a tiny chocolate kitchen in Swanage to 4 flagship stores and an online shop delivering across the UK. As a former winner of the 2019 Dorset Food and Drink Awards, Chococo understands the importance of a great product, imperishable passion, and a clear values that sit deep within the business. Earlier today, I sat down with Claire Burnett, one of the founders of Chococo, as this year Chococo is proudly sponsoring the Food and Drink Innovation category at the 2021 Dorset Food and Drink Awards.
Hello everyone, my name's Claire Burnett. I am the co-founder of Chococo, the Purbeck Chocolate Company, which I set up with my husband Andy back in 2002, quite a long time ago now. We were pretty much the first UK chocolatiers to work with single origin chocolate. Before then, everyone was talking about Belgian chocolate. We started working with a company that was based in Venezuela, and now it's not just Venezuela. We work with chocolate from Madagascar and Colombia and Ecuador as well, amongst other places. And also working with local food producers to make truly fresh, locally produced chocolates with local flavours in, which was, no one was doing that back then. But we decided to do that. We still work with Trevor Craig of Craig's Farm Dairy today, nearly 19 years later. And over the years, I think we've built a bit of a reputation for being quite innovative and creative in our combinations of flavours and to create really unique chocolates. And we've won 100 Fine Food Awards, and we were really proud to win the Dorset Food and Drink Food Hero back in 2019. We were really honoured to win that at these equivalent awards 2 years ago. And we now have 4 chocolate houses. So we started in Swanage and Dorset, obviously, and we now have chocolate houses in Winchester and Exeter and Horsham as well. And primarily most of our sales are through our chocolate houses, now that they're back open again, and online. So we're very much a direct-to-consumer business. You order your chocolates from our website and we will send you freshly made chocolates direct from us to you very quickly. So we don't really do a huge amount of retail. And that's pretty much us.
Well, I feel honoured to chat to you today, genuinely, because not just because I have a sweet tooth, but because your journey is one of passion, innovation, as you quite rightly described, and one that is really deep rooted in the community, that of Dorset, but also that of the world. And I think it is now an opportunity of businesses today to exercise their ability to work in global communities and to work easily in other countries, whether it be with suppliers, whether it be with producers, or of course customers. I think you are a shining example, and of course an award-winning example of the food and drink scene. And of course, sponsoring the category for the Food and Drink Innovation Award this year at the 2021 Dorset Food and Drink Awards is super exciting for somebody like yourselves to be involved in. And therefore, those people applying, what are you looking for in those category finalists this year?
Well, let's face it, we've been through an extraordinary 18 months, haven't we? And it has been a real test for us all, and a test for how do you cope with and adapt and survive. And I think for me, I'm looking for people, communities, businesses that have been really creative in finding solutions and innovative in the way they've looked at their business and gone, okay, how do we change? How do we cope with the changed reality? And how do we evolve and survive, and not just survive, but thrive? And how do we grow our business in this new world and find a way to work through it, but finding innovative solutions to problems and looking at things in a different way, whether they're looking at the way they're doing their marketing, or whether it's a new product, or whether they're actually, this whole pandemic situation has made them rethink their kind of the impact they're having on the planet. And so what innovative solutions are they coming up with there that we can also then all learn from as a Dorset community, because it has been quite like, gosh, we have all been in this together. So how can we shine a light on the folk that have done good things and helped spread the word?
Absolutely. I think fundamentally, as you say, we are in this together. This is an industry very heavily impacted by the recent pandemic, and one coming out in one renaissance, or at least one hopes that we see as these businesses come back through. And I think you touched on a couple of points, but I'm really keen to hear, why is it important for you guys to support these awards?
Oh, it's hugely important because we've been going now nearly 19 years, so we're kind of quite long in the tooth. But we want to support and recognise everybody else in Dorset. We're part of a community, and if everybody's thriving, that's good for all of us. You know, we really want to recognise and celebrate that. It's been really hard, so it's time to celebrate and reward and acknowledge, and just champion Dorset, because, you know, when we started our business, there were relatively few sort of Dorset food and drink businesses, and everyone talked about Devon and Cornwall, and Dorset was the forgotten county, and now we are out there loud and proud, celebrating the best of Dorset. And you know, you have to innovate, and actually a phrase that we have here at Chococo is innovate or die. You know, and if you don't innovate, you can lose momentum in normal times, let alone in pandemic times. So it's a phrase that we live by. It's a mantra we live by. I have many mantras, but it's one of the most important ones. And it's something that we have tried to do over the course of our business life and our experience in Chococo. And we want to celebrate and reward and acknowledge all those other fantastic Dorset food and drink businesses out there that are doing something similar.
Innovate or die is a great mantra to live by, and certainly something to to live by in this category as well. And at these times, as you said, it is about that community. It is about putting Dorset back on the map, or continuing it. The growth that we're seeing in the county, the fantastic growth, and you guys have spearheaded that for many years, as you say, from starting moons ago to where you are now, with the expansion, with the globally impacted footprint that you guys have, which is exciting. But what's next for you guys? What does the next 12 months look like?
Well, very exciting for us. At the time of us talking to each other, we literally signed the lease on a new production unit, which is bigger than our current space here in Wareham, and will allow us to be able to grow our ability to make our chocolates in the same way, but just with more space. But also it means we can make our gelato on site, and also our bakery, because we're doing a mean line of brownies now that go out by post. And also we do all the bakery items for our 4 chocolate houses, because they have integrated cafes in them. So it's very exciting for all the team, because we are really bursting at the seams, and it'll give us more space for the I hate the word office team, but for the marketing team and everybody, and our customer care guys who are looking after all our online customers. And suddenly we'll have the space and the environment to grow our business further, and to provide a really wonderful working environment for our team. It's all a bit cramped at the moment, and you know, these things are important, and outside space is important. And so that is our kind of big project. It's a huge project. It's got to be refitted so that we can move into it. But also with these awards, for me to be able to get involved as one of the sponsors, it's just that keeping that connection going with everybody in the Dorset food and drink community, and showing our support for it, and making, you know, kind of reconnecting and keeping that connection going is really, really important to us.
Well, we're incredibly grateful for you guys supporting the 2021 Dorset Food and Drink Awards, and I'm very grateful as well for you sharing that hot off the press news of the expansion plans, which is incredibly exciting. And I think it would be unfair to everybody watching if I didn't ask this one extra question. What is your favorite chocolate or brownie?
Oh, that's a terrible question. The favourite chocolate depends on the time of year.
Okay. What
new flavour? It's always the new flavour. It's always my favourite. And what mood I'm in. So it's a really difficult question to answer, I'm afraid.
Okay. What about today, as it's a celebration?
As it's a celebration today, well, Tim, our chief chocolatier this morning, has been doing some product development. Well, we don't talk about product development, we talk about NCD. We have new chocolate development. And a couple of rather delicious caramels with brown butter and molasses, and also, yes, some very lovely little truffle for the summer with fresh basil. So
Wow.
it's been a tasty morning.
And I think they are the best mornings. So it sounds delicious. It's been great to speak to you today, Claire. I've really, really enjoyed our chat. And thank you again for your support for the Dorset Food and Drink Awards 2021. And I look forward to catching up with you again soon.
A pleasure. Look forward to it.